Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky. Today we are going to be making a 12 by 12 layout. You can see right here I do have these wood grain paperboard alphas. They are from close to my heart. Everything I use, if I can, and if it's still available, I will link down below. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking some alphas out for my title. And I put the true because I'm going to be building the title on some stickers that are on the sticker sheet. You can see right here I am going to go ahead and map my photos on this super great yellow color, which I love yellow, and it's so funny because Kathy is the complete opposite. Tell me what your favorite color is, and if you have a friend that absolutely hates it, because that's interesting to me. So I will be basically using scraps for this layout. You can see I have these three scraps right here. I have this nice orange tangerine color. There's a nice fall paper, and there's also a nice little pumpkin paper. I want to use one of these branding strips or zip strips down this side as well. You can see how I'm laying them out right here. This is not really how it's going to end up. I'm going to put that zip strip on top of these other pattern papers I have going down the right hand side. You can see I am using some of the scraps that I trimmed off that fall paper to go ahead and mat one of my photos. Actually, ooh, look at there. I didn't do it just yet. I am going to be inking the edges of my papers first. Now, I'm not at home doing this layout. I am over at Kathy's house, so I am using a walnut, the distressed ink in walnut instead of vintage photo. Usually my brown of choice is a vintage photo from the distressed ink or the distressed oxide ink. Kathy's favorite is walnut because that's what she has in her stash. So yeah, I'm using what I got here. You can see right there I have the three super awesome pattern papers laid out right there. I'm going to go ahead and put them down, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put them down. So I'm going to go ahead and just flush this up to the side. I'm adding my adhesive. This is that Tombow Mono Air. This is the adhesive I've been using quite a bit lately because my hand has gotten used to holding one of those small little tape runners. I used to use my ATG all the time, but now I've just gotten so used to using the small tape runners, I don't even know if I could use my ATG. So I am going to mount my photo on the leftover piece of the fall paper, and I'm just using a stamp block to rip off the edges that were hanging over. I will ink those with the walnut ink as well. So this is off of the sticker sheet. It says Splendor. I can't remember what was the entire title. Harvest Splendor. I can't remember what the entire title was, but Splendor was a part of it. I went ahead and took that out, put Autumn. I think it might have been just Autumn Splendor, and I'm going to make it say, well, I was gonna make it say the true Autumn Splendor, but I just do true and I don't end up putting the on there. You can see right here I am laying out true. That little tag right there, it is a sticker from the sticker sheet from the Crisp Air collection. Unfortunately, the papers and sticker sheet are no longer available. I will link any of the bits that I use, like I said, that are still available. You can see right here I did take a little piece of crochet thread and went ahead and tied that through this tag right here. So these paperboard alphas, they're a little light a lot of times for me with what I'm going for. So this is the second time I do believe that I am going to be turning these just a little bit darker. I just want it to stand out just a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the tag. Now I'm going to bump them kind of up and down. You'll see how they're kind of alternate. So we're putting the T right here. The R, I think I placed that a little bit lower because did you see when I spaced it out initially, it was like really big for that small spot. So sorry about that. I accidentally pushed a button. Anyway, so bouncing them up and down, I was able to stick them closer together so they'd fit a little better. Here I do have a nice little leaf that is from the sticker sheet. I also pulled out some little splatters that are from the Textures stamp set. That is from the last annual catalog. We have a new one now, but I am not using the new one on this. I'm using the old one. And this is a great example of this texture stamp is incredibly awesome. I'm at Kathy's house doing this layout, but I have this stamp at home as well. It is amazing. This is where when you see the stamp that you want, you have got to pick it up if it's really something you love. So I'm super happy I have this stamp. Kathy has a stamp as well. It's not available anymore, but I, for one, will continue to use it, and I will just point you into the direction that would be maybe something similar to if you didn't pick it up when it was available with the last catalog. So you can see right here, I took another sticker. I put some foam on the ends, and the center I'm just sticking down straight to the page. I did ink that as well with that ink. I'll put another little embellishment up here. It's those same berries that I put underneath Splendor. I'm going to tie those same berries in over onto the right hand side of the page later as well. I'm still super into popping up the end of a long piece of ephemera or a bigger piece of ephemera like I did here. So the end of those flowers is popped up on foam tape, but the bottom half of those flowers is flush to the page. I'm still really into that. It is so beautiful in person. You can see the shadowing effect. It makes the layering just pop a little bit more. Unfortunately, when I went on vacation this last time and stopped at Kathy's, I forgot to bring my foam tape. So I was using her foam tape, and I use a lot of foam tape. So I'm sorry, Kathy, I might have run you out. I am so sorry. Right here, I am going to use some more foam tape on this other leaf. Super cute. You see how this is true autumn splendor. This is one of my favorite types of pages. They're kind of the playful page, the funny page, because there's my sister and she's smiling and she's beautiful. And then there's this other picture that I'm popping up and making it the focal point. She's making a ding-dong face, right? Absolutely love that. Kathy told me when I was on vacation, I went to see Kathy, and then I went to see my mom, and she came with me, or not just my mom, but my entire family is in my hometown. But she came with me, and she had told me I did something to Debbie, or I can't remember what it was actually, but she was like, "You are a true little sister." Only she didn't say little sister. She said other words that were not quite as nice. Basically, I was picking on Debbie because I was a little sister and I could, and it was hilarious. Yeah, so she was like, "You are a true little sister." And I am. I just do that because I can. I don't mean anything by it. So you can see right here, I did get that branding strip out. I am going to lay it down there on this side, but at first I want to find a little bit of embellishments to put over here. So here's where I found another one of those stickers that is that same red berry sticker. We're going to put it up along the side. So you guys know I often do videos in different formats. I think I'm going to come back with this one and show it to you again in real time. And the only reason why is because I have another video to voiceover that cut off early. So I have to come back and show you real time to show you what I did. But I think that might be kind of a cool format, and that there can be a voiceover, but maybe I can go in more detail if I need to, or if I feel like I need to, because maybe I didn't have enough of that process, that particular process I wanted to talk about on video. So there you go. Here is a word phrase strip. Word phrase strip. It said Harvest Delight. I went ahead and cut off the delight part. I am going to ink around that and put it kind of up on foam tape, I think. Nope. Maybe I don't put it on foam tape. I am definitely going to ink around it though. I'm going to pull out another word phrase as well to use. This is just kind of an example of perhaps you have some stickers like I do with this kit, and it says Harvest Delight. Well, I don't need it to say Harvest Delight. Guys, cut it apart. Same with your stamps. Maybe your stamp has a sentiment and there's a word in there you don't want, whatever. Cut it off. It's absolutely fine. So that's what I did here. I just put Delight. I inked the edges. I'm going to ink the edges of this blue flower as well. You see how I have that blank space between those flowers and Delight? I want to fill that up because those little kind of spaces bother me. So we're just going to go ahead and stick that right there. I do have this yellow flower as well. I'm going to tuck it in right here. Let's go ahead and ink the edges of that. So on this layout, I think I mostly remember to ink everything. I've asked the question before, is like, if you ink the edges of all your things, how do you remember to ink all the edges? I still have not got a question, or not a question. I still have not got an answer to that question because apparently everybody else just remembers. I'm going to take that same texture stamp and go ahead and stamp it down around the page. I do end up stamping it in a spot where it looks kind of funny. I know you can see a flower stamp on this stamp block, and it's from a different stamp set that I brought with me to Kathy's. I didn't want to actually take it off the block because I didn't want to lose it. So I just put this small splattery stamp on the opposite side of that block just to use it. It was just a really small stamp. Okay, you can see where I stamped those last two stamps. Absolutely terrible. That looks not great. So now I'm going to go and try and figure out how I'm going to fix it. That word phrase sticker said beautiful change. I'm just going to go ahead and keep the beautiful part of it. And I'm going to kind of use that to cover up just a little bit. See, that already looks a lot better. But then we're also going to stick this little florally, it's not floral, it's more of a berry piece. It's not a holly berry, but some kind of berry. We're just going to go ahead and stick it down right there. I am super sad that this crisp air is not available for you guys anymore. Oh, that just drives me crazy. I will, of course, link everything that is available down below. You can see right there, I did just fix the end of that zip strip. I had it kind of crooked, so I was trying to fix it, but I used liquid adhesive, so when I pulled it up, it ripped a little bit. So I don't know if it really looks straight or not. So we'll have to see about that. All right, guys, I'm not going to do anything else. Oh, no, I lied. This is like my favorite layout I did at Kathy's because I smudged it up so much. I am going to smudge this sucker up like nobody's business, and I absolutely love it. And unfortunately, when I started scrapbooking, the grunge thing was pretty much out of mainstream. But I've been scrapbooking now, I don't know, I think since 2014, I guess. Nope. Yeah, probably 2014. I missed the whole grunge thing, so now I'm super getting into it right here. You can see where I'm putting the distressing the colors down into the page. I wish I would have been using one of the dome foam pieces for this distress tool. I think I would have got a lot less obvious circular bits from where I just take the foam and stick it down, you know. It makes that circle impression. I feel like if I would have been using the dome one, which I'll link down below, we sell that at Close to My Heart now, I feel like I might have got a lot less of the circle bits. I love how this is just. Hi guys, I just wanted to come back real quick because I said something in the voiceover. I said I'd come back and show you, but this isn't the video that I lost part of, so I wanted to come back anyways because I didn't really end it. You can see right here what I was talking about. There's some circular bits from the ink pad. I was at Kathy's, and Kathy's got the ones like this that are flat. I know at Close to My Heart we now sell the ones that are dome shaped. I've already started using quite a few of those. And those, for me anyways, leave less of that circular the obvious circular indentation there. I love this, how this came out. That was a lot of fun, taking my ink and going blah, everywhere. That was just so much fun. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to support my channel, BeckyBinning.closetomyheart.com. I am a maker at Close to My Heart. I want to thank you, or for Close to My Heart. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. I hope you learned something. Bye, guys.